It's letter time. Are you ready to practice your letter names and sounds? So you'll be all ready for kindergarten. Here we go. Big H, little h, ha, ha, ha. Big W, little w, wah, wah, wah. Big P, little p, pa, pa, pa. Big L, little l, o, o, o. Big J, little j, ja, ja, ja. Big B, little b, ba, ba, ba. Big G, little g, ga, ga, ga. Big C, little c, ka, ka, ka. Big Y, little y, ya, ya, ya. Big V, little v, va, va, va. Big T, little t, ta, ta, ta. Big N, little n, 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 n. Big Q, little q, qua, qua, qua. Big R, little r, Big X, little x, 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 x. Big S, little s, 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 s. Big Z, little z, za, za, za. Big F, little f, fa, fa, fa. Big K, little k, ka, ka, ka. Big D, little d, da, da, da. Big M, little m, And here are the letters that change their sounds. The star of our unit. We have E, I, O, and U. This is big U, little u. They say U and Which of the letters that change their sound, other vowels, are missing? That's our letter of the day. So, there it is. Letter A. Some of you have been waiting for this all year. I know it. So let's look at the letter A. Here is uppercase A. And here is lowercase a. Are they the same or different? They look a lot different, don't they? So for one thing, uppercase A has an angle right there. So it's sort of like an upside down B. Can you see that? So it's an angle, except we do it this way. So we go slant up and then slant down. And we want to make a nice sharp angle up there where two lines come together. And then we do another one straight across. And when we do that, what shape do we make in the middle of uppercase A? It's a triangle with 1, 2, 3 angles where the lines come together. All right, so that is how we make uppercase A. Now, does lowercase a have any straight lines? It does. It has one right here. But when we make it, we make the first part first, which is a round part. So we go around, and when we get right up here again, we can go straight down. So we go around, and we get right up here and straight down. If you start your round part any other place, it won't work, and you'll be ending up putting your line down in a weird place. So if you start right here, and then you go, ooh, and then sometimes I see that, which is okay, but it doesn't really form the letter A. So we want to start right up here, go around. You can even go up a little and down. See how this has a little up part? Not all A's do that, not all lowercase a's. So they are pretty different. About the only thing that's the same is they have a straight line, but this one's going vertical, this one's going that way. And the only other things that is the same is they make the same sounds. So they say their name, just like all the other vowels. Can you think of something that says its name? Letter A. Do you know what that is? Acorn. So the letter A starts with A. Acorn starts with A, and it says its name, acorn. What about this? Apple. So it says the short sound of A, which is like apple. Now, we have a lot of our friends that have a letter A in their name. And I want to keep track, whether it's saying its name, like acorn, or whether it's say the short sound apple, or sometimes we know it's tricky and it steals the sound of another vowel, right? Do you remember that? So let's use red for the short sound, and we'll circle it like that. If it makes a short sound like apple, we'll circle our A with red. Ah, ah, ah. And if it makes, if it says its name like acorn, we will circle our A with blue. That blue looks like it's almost out. Let me grab this one. Maybe this one is going to be darker. Should we try? Not too much. We'll have to make it work. And if it's being a tricky one, we're going to do purple. Okay? So let's start right up here. Aubrey. Now we did that one with the letter U. And do you remember how I told you the U and the A work together? And they say Aubrey. So is Aubrey saying its name, A, or saying A? It's not. It's one of those tricky ones, and it's saying, it's stealing the O sound, the short O sound, Aubrey. Here is one of my granddaughters. Her name is Alice. So is it saying A like apple, or its name, A? Alice. It is saying the short sound like apple. Oh! Like apple, the short sound like apple. I almost made a mistake. So we're going to circle it with red because it's saying like apple. Adelaide. Now there are two letter A's in this one. So the first one, says the short sound like apple. Delay. That one is saying its name. Can you hear it? Like acorn. Adelaide. Okay, so it says the short sound and its name. The next one is Braxton. Does that say a? Can you see the A in here? Axton, just like apple, so we're going to circle it in red. How about Bailey? Can you hear the A, the name of A in Bailey? So we're going to use blue, just like the acorn, Bailey. How about Hallie? It is the apple, so short sound, Hallie, like apple. How about Callan? Short sound, there's the A. How about Samantha? She has 3 A's in her name, so let's look at the first one. Is that an A or an A? It's not. It's stealing the sound of letter U. So, oh, okay, so does that one, is that short sound like apple? It is, so it's short sound like apple. So she has a tricky A, an apple A, Samantha. Oh, it says too, just like our word umbrella had an A at the end, and it was tricky and took the short U sound. All right, let's come over to these ones. I'm going to switch like this and maybe even angle my camera a little differently. All right, here we go. We have a lot of friends with A's in their names. Here is Jerem. Now, he has an R in his name, which always makes the A, or whatever vowel is next to it, it makes it a little, I don't know, makes it a little different. Okay, so, but if you just said that part, Jerem, it's saying its name. Can you hear that? Jerem, like acorn. So his A is saying its name. Here's Madsen. Is it short or saying its name? It's short, just like the A in apple. Madsen is saying the short sound. How about Elias? Oh, there it is, copying the U sound again. So it's a tricky A. I'm going to circle it like that. How about Zach? Just like apple, Zach. He is the short sounded A. How about Olivia? That's a tricky A. A lot of these A's on the end are tricky, aren't they? It's taking the U sound or the short U sound of so it's tricky. How about Clark? Again, it has that R on there, but instead of saying A like Jerem, it's saying like apple. So Clark, and then you have the R. And finally, our last one is Nash. It has an like apple also, short A. Whew, that is a lot of A names to get through. All right, let's do our worksheet. It looks like this. And you'll have uppercase A and lowercase a. And then here is your apple, the short sound apple. Here is the one that says its name, acorn. So can you remember what our code was? You don't have to do it this way, but I like codes. So we're going to do apple. We did that red, didn't we? Because it's saying the short sound. And I want you to do, there's only 2 pictures on these. You can do your very best kindergarten coloring. Filling in all the white spaces, staying in the lines. Okay. So I think you can do even better than me. And then I want to show that my blue crayon is gone. Well, I have a blue pen right here. I want to show that this is the short sound. And I'm not going to color my acorn blue. You can color it blue if you want. I'm going to color it brown in a little while because I want it to show it, acorn really is tan and brown. All right. Time to form our letters. You can do that very first. And let's see, I want to make sure. Let's just do it orange. Okay, so we go, do you remember how to do it? Slant up. Then we make a nice angle right there where the 2 lines come together and straight across. We can do it 3 times. And if we do it 3 times, then maybe our hand will remember how to write that letter A. All right, and the lowercase a is around and down. Around and down. Now remember what happens if you start down here? Oh, then you have to come up and do that. Or if you start over here, well, you can do that, but then you still have to come over and do the straight line there. Okay? So make that line go all the way, not just a little one out here. You want it to be right on the edge of that circle. Just like a ball, and here's a bat right here. It's going to hit the ball like this. It's not going to be just a little tiny line right here. You have a whole big line right here. It's going to hit that ball over there. All right, there is our letter A. Look for A's when you're reading, when you're driving around, and try to think, is it saying its name, A? Is it saying its short sound, A? Or is it being a tricky A and stealing the sound of another vowel? They are very tricky that way.